Top 10 reasons not to move to Summerville, South Carolina. Summerville is no longer the best place to live, and these 10 reasons may shock you. Number 3 absolutely drives me nuts, and number 10 may actually have you reconsidering your move here.
What did you just say?
Don't get me wrong, Summerville is a great place, but it's just not for everyone. Tons of people move here, but tons of people are also leaving Summerville, South Carolina. And if you can't handle these 10 things, then Summerville just may not be the place for you.
Dude, that was aggressive.
Jumping into number 1, the heat. Like a lot of you relocating, you may have visually loved the idea of hot, humid climate, but for a lot of us who tend to sweat or suffer during the really, really hot days, it can become almost unbearable. And I have had a lot of people say, I don't know how you do these July, August days. And sometimes you'll see me in videos, I'm just pouring sweat because it is so darn hot. It gets really, really humid here and it can be unbearable. Those are the days though where I'm like, I gotta go to the beach. I gotta get somewhere cool, be by the pool, anything. Because then you start to realize, hey, I kind of like this heat. This heat feels good and it beats the snow. All right, number 2, the bugs. Everything from love bugs, mosquitoes, palmetto bugs, alligators. Some people will move here and lose their shit over the bug situation. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how many people will say to me, Ryan, please tell me you have a good pest person. Or, oh my God, I can't believe there's a spider in our house. Or, you know, that's just what it is. This is how the area is. And there's not really a whole lot you're going to do. I mean, they're taking down trees, they're taking down woods, which used to be all these creatures' homes. But now it's your home and you have to deal with them being left behind. So get yourself a good pest person. Number 3 is the inbound migration. The amount of people, parking, roundabouts, the native hate. Oh yeah. Listen, there's a lot of people moving here and the inbound migration, parking is absolutely insane now. People just don't know how to use a roundabout. I never understood this. You get in the roundabout. If you're going to exit, you're on the exterior lane. If you're going around, you're on the interior lane. But people don't know how to navigate roundabouts, and it absolutely blows my mind. If you've never been in a city or an area where you had roundabouts, do a little research, watch a YouTube video. The other issue is the native hate. You are gonna get, if you keep your license plate, okay, let me explain this. If you move here from New York and you don't change over your license plates in the first 60 days, 1, you're setting yourself up for a fee, okay, or getting pulled over in a really high ticket, or 2, you're gonna have people who are not gonna let you in, merge, nothing. Native people here with South Carolina plates will plate shame the shit out of you. And I'm not joking, and it's kind of a sad situation, but it's the truth. The natives are very biased against literally go on any Facebook group where it talks about somebody moving here, and there's at least 2 or 3 people that say, no, we're full, don't come, or go back, we're full. You know, it's stupid. Again, a lot of it is the natives that are here. And when I use the word native, I'm not talking Native Americans, okay? I'm talking the people who were born here, who consider themselves South Carolinians in their blood. And a lot of them just don't appreciate anybody from New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts coming here because they think you're going to it up, just like you fucked up your own state. And now that's why you're moving here. So again, leave all of that mentality in the state that you were there, come here with new attitudes and try to get acclimated and accustomed to a lot of the things that make South Carolina great. Now, the inbound migration has also brought some new characters to the area, which I like to call Facebook group admins. If you've ever been around somebody who's had a sense of entitlement, these are Facebook group admins to the nth degree. I mean, they have attitudes worse than anything. Like if you're a business and you're trying to like post or share and they have a friend who's in the same business, guaranteed they're going to remove your post. I mean, that's kind of the catty shit that these people are up to. And I got no time, no attitude for it. I tell them off and I usually end up getting banned from a Facebook group. But that's me. And there's a lot of people coming here and starting these move to Summerville Facebook groups. And it's unfortunate because they're giving false information to people who are really moving here. And I think it's disingenuous when these admins remove truth and they put up their own ideas to kind of sway people from not even moving here. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm starting to see. And it's crazy. All right, if you're enjoying this video and you're enjoying what I'm talking about, do me a favor and give me a call or a text. Let me know how I can help you relocate here without any headaches that will eventually make you regret your move. 843-226-5535. Jumping into number 4 is the traffic and accidents. There is a ton of increased traffic here, and the accidents have been out of control lately. So much so, insurance premiums are starting to rise in this area specifically. And a lot of it has got to do with just the piss poor driving. And in fact, I actually have somewhat of a conspiracy theory behind this. Now, come close. My thinking behind this is there are more accidents because you have attorneys, injury attorneys, who literally advertise like you can pull a lever and you get $900,000. I mean, their clients are dancing for them on these commercials. People are going, so-and-so got me $400,000 by a simple fender bender. I mean, they're promoting accidents like it's a game show and people to get hurt like it's a game show. Those people are the real bad people out there. And trust me, that's why I believe there are so many accidents, because people are like, hell, it's a payday. I call so-and-so law, they're going to get me $400,000. If I just say I got hurt in an accident, psh. So what you'll see is people will pull in front of you and brake check you. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Number 5, neighborhood growth and expansion. So one of the big issues that we're seeing right now is there's a lot of new neighborhoods coming. There's a lot of new neighborhoods being built, but the infrastructure and the local roadways and things like that are not able to keep up. And you're starting to see this actually take form more so now in like the Carnes Crossroads, the Cane Bay area, because a lot of these houses, these neighborhoods are going in, but nobody is adding more roads or adding more exits. I mean, they're coming, but they're not coming at the speed that they need to. And I mean, they've been widening State Road now for over a year and a half. And it's like, okay, I get it, but we need to hurry this up. You know, we've got so many new neighborhoods coming in, and, you know, August is right around the corner. That's when we're going to have so many more people on the road because school's going to start, and all those people who have just moved in over the summer are now going to be trying to figure out the area, especially in one of the hottest and most frustrating times of the year. So the neighborhood growth, even though it's good and it's expanding, it's also creating a negative experience for a lot of folks who are just moving in. Number 6, if you don't love HOAs, then Summerville might not be for you. Summerville has a ton of HOA communities. Now, I personally think an HOA is a necessary evil, especially here in the Charleston area, where a lot of people, again, that don't live in HOA neighborhoods just kind of feel the need to do what they want. I mean, there's a house that I drive past every single day. The guy has 8 vehicles, all broken down, all rusted, windows smashed in, parked right in his front yard. And then on top of it, he's got like 2 refrigerators broken down, just chilling in his driveway, a tarp over something, old pack of cigarettes. I mean, like, this is the kind of stuff that I'm saying. This is why you need an HOA, because some people are just gross and they don't care about anything, and they don't have any appreciation for, you know, mowing your lawn, weed whacking, like simple things. I actually had a guy recently comment on my video, oh, HOAs are the worst because they tell you what to do. And then I just happened to click on his profile, and his house is like got weeds. And I mean, I laughed because I'm like, well, you're the reason why HOAs were created. Like,
oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
And for a lot of people, they just don't want an HOA, and I can understand that. But here it is somewhat of a necessary evil to keep your neighbor from doing anything to hurt the equity in your home. So it makes a lot of sense. Number 7, Summerville is red, boy. We got God, family, guns, and America. If you are not patriotic, I'd pack it up and find another state, because this state is all about that. I mean, we are so pro-America here. We are so pro the Bible, pro Second Amendment, pro First Amendment, that it is the only state that has a constitutional carry law where you don't need a license. You can open carry now. It's just kind of like the Wild Wild West. And for some people, they're like, that would really bother me. You know, some people are very uptight about that kind of thing. But I got to tell you, it actually makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I know that sounds crazy because most people are like, guns bad, but it's really people who are bad. And you put a gun into a bad person's hand, you know what I mean? And if you got a lot of good people with guns in their hand, well, you know, your odds just increased, you know? It's definitely one of those things that I think it keeps people on check, because people aren't as quick to start stuff or give attitude to other people. And you certainly do not find people going into stores, looting or stealing things, and then walking out because they know there's no ramifications to their actions. And here, boy, I'll tell you what, you're going to get chased down by a lot of people who probably don't even work at the store. And one or two of them is going to have a gun and hold you up until the police show up. So think about that before you try to come to South Carolina and pull a crime. All right, number 8 is isolation. So a lot of people feel a little bit isolated when moving to Summerville. Parts of Summerville are very spread out and far, and you can almost feel like you're isolated from shopping, restaurants, major highways. I get this feeling more so on the Dorchester side of Summerville, where Summers Corner is, the ponds, Homecoming. It's just, you feel too disconnected from things. And then they've got these beautiful neighborhoods, but there's nothing in them. I mean, you know, when we first moved here, we at least moved into a neighborhood where they had a grocery store in the neighborhood, schools, all the things that you would want or need in a neighborhood. And neighborhoods like Summers Corner, the ponds, it's like, get your shit together, guys. Like, what is up? Like, why don't you have a grocery store here? You've been saying you've got a grocery store coming for the last 5 years. And guess what? 5 years later, there's still no grocery store. And it's like, where do you go outside of the community to do things? Like, where do you go to hang out, go grab a quick bite to eat? You can't. Everything's 15 minutes away. And I don't know about you, but that would frustrate the hell out of me. And that's why I think so many people are gravitating to the Berkeley County side of Summerville. It's just there's so much more going on. And I know what people will say, oh, yes, but Dorchester's got DD2 schools, and they're so amazing and so wonderful. But yeah, but again, you're going to give up lifestyle for something like that where, hey, I could have a better lifestyle in Berkeley County. Speaking of lifestyle, number 9 is laid back lifestyle. So some of you may be thinking, this is a reason not to move there. Yes. And for some of you, I have seen buyer's remorse from some of my clients close 4 to 6 months in. They realize they miss their old lifestyle, and this area just isn't for them. So you really need to do a deep personal valuation in yourself if this is going to be the right lifestyle for you. Otherwise, you're absolutely flushing money down the drain. You know, we're going to have to pull your contract. It's going to probably cost you earnest money or deposit. It's just not something I would recommend, blowing all your money away and then realizing after the fact that, hey, I actually like the hustle and bustle. I want to move back to New York or New Jersey or something like that. So if you're not comfortable with that laid back lifestyle, then this just might not be the area for you. All right, we got to number 10, and this is the one I said I think a lot of people will reconsider, but it's the lack of healthcare and availability. So what do I mean by this? Well, we have 3 really awesome hospital systems here. You have Roper St. Francis Healthcare, you have MUSC, which is the Medical University of South Carolina, and then you have Trident Healthcare. And all 3 of them do a really good job of having a good amount of offices, primary care offices, things like that. But when I go to book an appointment, and I have MUSC, when I go to book an appointment with my doctor, it is 3 months out. At minimum, 3 months out. And then if you change an appointment, forget about it. You're going to be in August, September. I mean, it's crazy. And I always say, like, can I be on a cancellation list? So now they have a cancellation list system. But if you don't respond back quickly, somebody can take your appointment. So it can get really frustrating really quickly. And I'm not saying that there's not enough places of healthcare. There's just not enough doctors and nurses to sustain the amount of people that are migrating in. There are so many people moving here. You need more doctors and nurses to help fill those time slots and to get people in the door and get them in the door faster. All right, guys, if you loved what I had to say in this video, do me a favor, hit the like button below, comment below, let me know what your favorite one was. Maybe you're like, you watch this and you're like, well, I'm not moving to Summerville. Let me know. Go ahead and comment below. And if you are even thinking of moving here or relocating, you need to reach out. Give me a call, text, email, carrier pigeon, days, nights, weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. I got your back when it comes to moving to Summerville. If you want to see some really great neighborhoods, click this video right here.